Word. And I am. And he just described me in the opposite. Bizarro version of J-Steed.
It's that introverted, perverted youngin' from out that BX. J-Steed.
The extraordinary Robyn Stern.
And the problem solver. Mr. Every Night. Mr. Every Night.
So, every night. Let's start it off with right. I tried to ride out for long. Notice. This is to the ghetto lifestyle. Okay. Talk on it. I'm not gonna hold you.
Hey, what's going on? What's up? What it is? What's the good word? Anybody?
Nothing, man. I'm having a bad day, man.
Bad day? Tell me about
day.
it. What's up? What's going
I
on?
lost my Metro card, man.
Oh, man. For those who don't know or are not from New York, a Metro card is how you get around on the train, how you pay for entrance to be able to get around the train. Continue.
It was unlimited, so I could just freely go about my business.
Not necessarily freely, because you do have to pay.
I mean, yeah. $33, and I just swipe as many times as I want.
There you go. Swipe or no swiping today. Exactly for you. Ah, man. So Robyn Stern, what's up? How are you doing?
Awesome week today.
Okay, how did it go? Do tell.
Wonderful week at work. I was inspected by the Department of Health on my departments and my laboratories, and I was a little stressed out because it was a one-day inspection turned out to a scheduled week inspection.
All right. So if I may stop you, what exactly do you do, if you don't mind sharing, since you started sharing?
Well, I am the manager of operations for anatomic pathology laboratory services. So when you go to the hospital and you have to have a biopsy done, it's my department or my laboratory that will diagnose you with cancer, without cancer, things of that nature.
Okay, so you're some kind of a medical scientist.
Something like that.
Okay, so we have a scientist on the roster.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. My license for New York State is clinical laboratory technology.
Oh. Okay, alright. Big dollars.
Not at all, not at all. I'm
Not
supported
at
in
all.
the church house. Fuck
Out of here. Ain't nobody stupid up here.
So how was your Valentine's?
Oh gosh, it was so quiet.
Oh my God.
Well, for me, Valentine's Day was just a regular day for me. I mean, I took the day off from my day job, so I was just home, played some video games. Well, we played video games.
Call of Duty on.
Right. Well, I will say, kudos to my daughter. She actually had a performance.
Oh, I saw on Facebook.
Yeah, she actually performed. You know, she does the alto saxophone, and it was actually pretty good. Like I was amazed. I was shocked. You know, they actually so off in such short time.
I mean, one of you has to have talent.
There you go. There you go. Guess what? I'm not mad at it. I'm proud that my progeny definitely has talent, because I'm sure I had talent, but I didn't apply myself. And so there you go. I'm actually cool with that. You know. As for my week, yeah, it was pretty quiet. Nothing interesting happened. Nothing that I could think of.
Wait! Did I just come from the brewery with some bad stuff? Right. But without me, you know, like I was stuck at work.
Yeah, was it
my soup?
Just to correct you, it wasn't necessarily crabs. It was lobster.
Oh, that's even fancier. My bad.
Right. I mean, I don't want to give the name of the folks, because this isn't a sponsored situation, so I don't see the point. Unless, excuse me, Robyn Stern would like to share that information. That's not my thing. But we did go to the Gun Hill Brewery, and I will say I wholeheartedly support my local breweries, because dope places to go. You know, I enjoy going to places. But we had some pretty good lobster rolls. I want to say I had a
Connecticut.
yeah. Well, the name of it was a Connecticut, but I had a lobster tail, tater tots, which was good.
So the first time I've ever had lobster was at like a barbecue.
Okay.
And this is the first time I've ever cursed in front of my grandmother. May she rest in peace. And I cracked it open and it spurted in my face. And I said, what the fuck?
One would think at that point you'd be used to it.
Wow.
So my aunt was like, what you said?
Well, what was the curse word?
The fuck.
Okay.
And
sorry, I missed it.
And my aunt was like, what you said? You cursed? And then she told grandma on me because I'm like the only kid that never caught the backhand of Grandma Fury. You know what I mean? Never caught it, so she was trying to get me. So
so her kids caught it.
Yeah, everybody caught it but me.
So she was trying to get you.
Yeah, so
did you get got?
Nah. Okay. So she told her that I cursed, and she said, what you said? I said, what the fuck? Because it squirted in my face. She said, leave my grandson alone. Ooh. They was sick.
Wow. Okay, all right. So let me ask you guys, anybody see anything interesting on Netflix as of late? Interesting, sucky, whatever.
I saw a weird episode of Black Mirror last night. With Anthony Mackie and I forget the dude's name, but he played in Aquaman, the black dude who's bad guy.
Ah, yeah, I seen that episode, that video gaming episode.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
I don't. You know, it's like they weren't, but then they were. You know, not to give away the story for those who are listening, but it's like it was strange because I mean it took gaming to a whole nother level, and yeah, I don't want to ever play that type of game, especially if I could do exactly what's going on in that episode.
It's the fact that they was feeling the sensation.
Right. So
if dudes are just goofing around and doing that, well, that's one thing. But they felt it to the point that they continue to do it.
Right. It was an addiction. It was definitely an addiction. I mean, and then they tried to take it offline to see if there was something there, but it wasn't. But whatever. Check out that episode. Join the conversation in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Join the tribe. It only makes the show better. As far as my Netflix recommendation, a few nights ago actually, I just started watching a show called Lock and Key, and yeah, it's pretty interesting. It's I can't really give you guys anything to compare it to, but I will say this, from what I noticed, it has to do with witches and warlocks, but not on no Harry Potter level. But just to give you guys a premise of the show, it's about a family who inherits a big house, and there's like a bunch of keys in this house, but these keys do all kinds of different magical things, whether it be good or bad. And with one particular key, you can take this key and like a keyhole opens up in the base of your neck. Put the key in, turn it, and you can enter your mind. And the crazy thing about this is, you can, like, let's say you take a textbook and you throw it inside your mind, you know everything that's in this textbook.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. So, like I said, not to give away the story, but in one particular episode, one of the girls realized that her fear manifested in her mind as a creature. So she went into her mind and drug her fear out into the real world, stabbed it up with a knife, buried it. So from there on, this girl had no fear whatsoever. Now, it sounds cool,
Oh, it's dangerous.
It's very dangerous. You know, like she became a totally different person to the point where she just became reckless.
She's
Now,
invincible.
as a young girl who has a younger brother and an older brother, she had to be responsible to some degree with no fear. Kind of quells your sense of responsibility, you know. So yeah, I definitely recommend that show for listeners at home to check out, you know. So, anything else?
I unrecommend the Aaron Hernandez documentary.
Why is that?
Because I feel like they were just pushing. I feel like there was too many lies
Okay.
being told on him. I felt like they were pushing the gay agenda on him, which I don't have a problem with. It's just I don't know if I believe that 100%
Okay,
about him.
but here's my question to that. I mean, you say that you think it was full of lies, but do you have facts?
Well, of course I don't, but
So
when-
you're just going off feelings.
I feel.
Okay.
I
Alright,
recommend.
I
Well,
could
hold on.
tell.
But even so, when he came out, you saw that there was if you like follow social media, they had a lot of people who went to school with them and were
Alright.
saying that one of his friends, it was like a high school friend and his father, and they were just talking so much stuff, and they was like, they weren't even in the same class. How would he know? You know what I mean? Because he wasn't on the varsity team with him. So it's not even true. Then it's like, I feel like they tried to make that, and remember I was on TV for a couple of years. I feel like they were just making the show sensational. Because then they had the one, oh gosh, I hate to say it, one of his teammates, and a brother, and he was saying, oh, we wanted to hang out. He wanted to hang out. Aaron wanted to hang out. But we never hung out. So why is he even on the show? What can you possibly add about his personal life for 3 freaking hours if you've never hung out with him? You're just there just to spit,
Just to get
sensationalism. Yeah.
So wait, is this one of the guys who claimed that he was?
I noticed, but this is the thing. I noticed he didn't say anything too much personal about him. Then they had
Yeah,
another guy on the team
Okay.
who was on his team, and he was basically, I don't understand the point. He was basically telling his story, inserts of his life in the NBA, in the NFL, about how he's gay and how he used to cover it up by, never being around women, but he would cover it up because he'd be fat and sloppy. So he would, his excuse would be that's why he didn't have women, because he was out of shape, because he didn't like to talk to women, because he was, ashamed of his body, even though that sounds silly, but you know how some people could be subconscious. He's explaining that's why he does not, talk to women. So it's like, but if you keep hearing little inserts of how people are gay and how people cover up gay, but you're not talking about Aaron Hernandez, you're talking about himself. But being that you're watching this about Aaron Hernandez, it's teaching people, wow, this is how people cover up being gay. Without actually, you know what I'm saying? And it
But
just
I don't
put
really
it
think that
together.
because gay men really don't. They're just like women. Being fat doesn't do anything.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You like who you like. And it's crazy.
No, well, he's saying that's why he
But,
didn't talk to women. Like he was self-conscious. That's what his excuse was. That's what he said.
Yeah, but there's times where you just look at dudes that's just not appealing and maybe having fine women.
Of course. Well, there's always somebody for it, supposedly. But
And he pulls in money, so it's not that
yeah, so
hard.
you
for
don't
him.
really need to do much.
Exactly.
Look at Weinstein.
Wait, what?
Wow.
How does Weinstein
Wow.
equate to the situation?
Because I'm sure he was sleeping with a lot of the women, and I doubt that all of that shit was real.
Okay, moving right along.
Right along.
I'm not going to get into that. I'm not going down that rabbit hole. Not yet.
Because I wasn't even there, so
Right.
I don't want to excuse their claims, but
No. Well,
not everybody, right?
Right.
no. Just like I will say, I don't believe Bill Cosby was that guilty.
Okay.
But that was so long ago. Like, why bring it up now?
Everybody needs to check.
Like, Jesus.
Yeah.
Everybody gonna get
mean,
checked again.
exactly. It's about the money. I
Mhm.
mean, Did he do it? Did he not? We don't. No one knows.
Exactly.
Do we believe
Yeah.
it? Some do, some
I just
don't.
know.
I don't believe it.
I just know when I leave to go to the bathroom, I'm gonna do one of these.
I'm not sure covering your drink is gonna keep you.
Yeah. If you cover your drink.
Well, if my phone is moved a certain way, like, hey, Bill, you all right over there? You touching my stuff?
Well, hopefully you ain't gonna build that's spiking your drink.
Word.
You may be worried about what spiking your drink. I bet. Don't have you around.
Shit. So anybody
Aaron
listen
Hernandez,
to
don't
any? Alright, so anybody listen to any new music?
No music.
No music. Well, I checked out Lil Wayne's new album. I think it came out not this weekend, but last weekend, and it's actually pretty good. I mean, way better than the Carter 3. You know, I have to give him credit. Stepped it up. We went back to the Wayne that we expected to hear from, and highly recommend it to those who are listening. So, any other things anybody want to discuss before we slide into this quick break?
Speaking of music, what about the baby?
What about the baby?
His baby mother.
Okay, talk about it.
Heard about him and his baby mother getting into it. His baby mother put him on blast on social media.
Yeah, you gotta put us on.
All right, talk.
Okay. His baby mother put him on blast for having a whole side baby on her. But he said, you know, I didn't do that. We weren't even together. We weren't sleeping together. We weren't living together.
Exactly. Wait, why would the baby mother, not girlfriend, be upset of that?
They are boyfriend and girlfriend. They're together. I guess they're together
All
now.
right, so what you're saying is the girlfriend put him on blast, man.
Yes.
A baby outside of their situation.
Yes.
Okay.
But the mother, thank you. I'm sorry. So the baby got back on social media saying, look, we were not together at the time, weren't even living together, weren't sleeping together, so why are you even doing this? And I kind of agree with him. I don't care, you know, whatever the situation was. Why would she come to social media to put his infidelities and their situation on blast? That's just ridiculous.
Right.
I feel like that was like so inappropriate. And for the most part, I mean, of course you don't know him, and he might be a cheater. You know, you don't know what their relationship is like. You know, but I just felt like he was classy enough. He came onto social media and he said, oh, you know, the most important thing is my daughter, and I don't want to, you know, her to see something, you know, that's gonna haunt her in another 10 or 15 years and embarrass her. And he said, and to my new blessing coming, which I can understand that will probably be a punch to the gut to his girlfriend, but you know, he also knows that the girl, you know, the kid is coming. He doesn't want that kid to see something 20 years later saying, oh, that was a mistake, baby.
Right.
That would be horrible. So I feel like he's a stand-up guy for the baby.
Yeah, I mean, I guess,
decent.
you know what? I guess that falls in line with today's topic of mishaps. This could be considered a mishap, but he's stepping up to the situation, and he's handling it like he should, as a man should.
As a grown adult.
Right. So, with that, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back. We're going to discuss some mishaps, whether it be STDs, STs, any type of scares. So, once again, I am the introverted, perverted youngin', J-Steed, and I'm here with
Problem solver, Mr. Every Night.
And she is
Robyn Stern.
And this is Rat Pack Media. Keep it locked. Be back. We are back. I am the introverted, perverted youngin', J-Steed, and I'm with
The problem solver, Mr. Every Night.
And she is
Robyn Stern.
And we are Rat Pack Media. Thank you for coming back and listening. Yeah, so
Yeah, that's so funny.
yeah. I mean, sometimes you gotta find yourself funny. It's not a problem with that, you know.
No.
Hey, audience of one, why not? So before we left, we were talking about mishaps. As Robyn Stern pointed out, the baby may have had a mishap, but he stepped up to the plate and owned it like a man should. You know,
It wasn't really a mishap, because I know he went in there raw, knowingly.
Oh, Lord.
I'm gonna shoot the club up!
I mean, you know, knowingly, but you don't necessarily set out to produce. offspring. You know,
Probably tried the fill up method.
exactly.
Could have been a
You know?
mishap.
Yeah, exactly, because that could have been a pre-cum baby for all we know.
Exactly.
You know. So, Robyn Stern, mishap. Since we're on the topic, I mean, would you like to set it off? Share
You had
one
any
mishaps that may have happened to you, that or
mishaps?
maybe a friend of yours
Some
that you
chairs?
I'm trying to think. In my 100 years of life, I'm sure I had one or two, but no, I'm pretty.
Oh my
No,
God,
really?
That's that Queens life.
All right, then. Every night, please jump in.
Alright, so working at Pathmark. Once again, another Pathmark story.
And so for those that don't know, Pathmark is a mega supermarket that used to exist on the East Coast of the United States, and it's no longer in existence.
So there's this chick I was trying to get at, but she played hard to get, you know what I mean?
Okay, so when you say hard to get, exactly what do you mean?
She gave me play, but didn't give me play. So she was being coy. She was being coy, but she had a man, I understand.
Okay,
But she gave me enough play for me to keep moving forward.
right. So she was leading you on.
Yeah.
All right.
So like I would take her home and stuff.
Mhm.
And then one time I went to her apartment and she was like, you know what? I don't think you're ready for this. And then like pulled out her shit. So I was like, oh,
Shit.
what? I'm ready.
Ready. Pulled out what shit?
She got the titty out.
Yeah, she whipped the titties out.
Okay.
She was
Wait. Right there in front of the door.
in front of the door. I was like, I'm ready.
Before she opened the door.
Nah, she opened the door.
So
So, you know what I mean?
So she just slammed the door closed. Like,
yeah. So, yeah,
So,
exactly what she did.
hold on. Let's rewind. I mean, I'm pretty much sure the tribe caught the fact that you said, I'm ready.
I'm ready. I'm
The
ready.
thirst is real with this young man.
Go
So,
ahead. I was Tevin Campbell.
oh,
Straight though.
okay. Alright.
So she was like, next time. Alright. So next time come, we drinking, we getting it in. Nice sloppy drunk sex, beating it up. He goes to sleep, I leave.
Hold up. One major detail. Was there a condom?
Oh yeah, it was a condom.
All right.
It was
why
a
do you
condom.
always want to know that? Who cares?
No, but this
It
is
does
this is what
make
makes
matters.
this is what makes the story funny because I had a condom on.
All right.
You know what I mean? I go home, I'm so drunk I pass out with my pants on. And for those who know me, I love pens. I steal pens. If it's a nice pen, especially if it's a gel pen, I'm taking your pen.
Yeah.
Note. Watch pins around.
Taking your pen. Yeah, because you know it's hard to keep a pen when people try to steal them from you.
Okay, so it's steal or get stilled on.
Yeah.
Get stolen.
Yeah. So if I'm stealing the pen, I'm trying to keep that pen because somebody's gonna try to steal it from me.
Okay.
But all right.
So this is a sport I am now new to. I've never heard of this, but go ahead. Sorry.
So I pass out with my pants on, you know what I mean? And I must have slept really hard. Like I wake up, I got the major piss. You know what I mean? Because I didn't piss when I came home,
All right.
and I didn't piss after, doing the do.
All right.
I go in the bathroom, and I'm still groggy because I was fucked up. And I'm peeing. My shit coming out blue.
Wait.
What? Yo, I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
Hold up.
It's great. So that
Hold up.
I'm peeing blue. I'm peeing blue.
So so wait. I
already know
heard
the
about
answer.
people having blues, but you were actually producing the blues? Like, what the fuck? Like,
Yo,
please explain.
I'm peeing blue. The shit is coming out blue. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? This mister fucked me over. And I had a condom on. What did you give me? And I still had a condom on.
All right. So
You know what it was?
I don't know.
I broke a pen in my pocket. So it leaked all over my shit. So
It
As-
got down your pee hole.
it was basically all the tip. So as I pee, it comes out that color.
It was running off.
So, dude.
But I didn't notice, so I'm like, oh, I'm crying. I'm like, oh my god, oh. And then I look down. I'm like, oh my god.
Could you imagine if it was a black man? He was like, oh, I'm ripped, Ryan.
Shit. I think it would have been worse if it was red.
Yeah. So
shit.
So being that I was crying and I wiped my tears, and then I was like, my penis, my dick, oh my god. I wiped it. I was like, what the fuck? And then I look at my leg. I got the big ink spot. Oh, so I go in my pants. Pocket. More ink. I'm like, woo, good looks.
I mean, you weren't worried about like ink poisoning or something?
Oh, no, you too?
That was the least of my worries, though.
The least? That should have burned. I'm worried about that too.
Shit.
Goddamn.
I was being blue. I was like, yo, what the fuck? I've never even heard of this.
It's like, I'd rather have ink down my
Oh shit! So Mr. Every Night was really dealing with Blue's Clues in real life.
Right?
That's really blue balls for real.
Goddamn, son. I mean, talk about cripping to another level.
Word. Crippin' hard.
What the?
I told you that was a funny story. I'm like, I don't even understand why I forgot that drink. Yo, that I cried.
Shit. Well, I mean, I'll tell you guys about one of my mishaps. And this was kind of serious because it led to some depression on me. So,
damn, we should have started with yours. So at least mine was kind of funny.
Then we gotta go into some sour.
All right, so here's the thing. I had herpes, but I ain't got it no more. I know, right? The English is so crazy on that, but you'll understand once I've told this little story of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's the thing, right? So,
real hard to this one, like, what?
no, check it out, right? So, an ex-girlfriend of mine's, right? I'm at work. She calls me up one day crying.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking, okay, I gotta leave work to go, whoop somebody's ass. So she's like, what did you do to me? I'm like, wait, what? You did this to me. She just kept saying it over and over. So I was like, look, I'm in the office right now. I'll call you back when I get outside. So I go outside, talk. She's calm at this point. But then she tells me she has herpes. I'm like, what?
Wow.
She immediately puts it on me, right?
And you used to eat the box.
So here's the thing, right? And I'll explain more detail, but not just yet. So now at this point, I'm freaking out. I'm scared, right? So I go to the doctor. No. I went to the doctor before she and I had this conversation, right? So now I get home, I want to say a few days afterwards, because mind you, I'm still in freak mode, right? Not freak mode in the sense of sexual freak, but freaking out.
You didn't go check your dick?
I'm getting to that. So
I was in the bathroom immediately.
Well, of course I looked at my
Because you're not gonna see anything.
Right. I look for bumps, I look for everything.
But you're not going to always have that.
Right. It's about breakouts. And I know how to break outs, of course. But anyway.
But you can also have it without a breakout.
Right.
People don't have to break out.
What ended up happening was I get a letter a few days after this call, doctor saying, contact me immediately. I'm like,
Lord.
Oh shit.
That's her doctor.
No, my doctor.
Oh, really? Okay.
Like I said, I went to the doctor maybe a few days before she called. Got this letter maybe a few days after her call. So I'm already freaking out. I don't know what to do with myself. I immediately go into ignorant man mode and say to myself, well, I don't see nothing going on with my Jimmy. I'm good. Right? So I say, fuck it. But yet, in the back of my mind, I'm like, nah, it's not fuck it, right? So one day, I'm at work. I'm listening to a radio show. So, I don't know if you guys remember Michael Based.
Yeah.
Alright. So he had a show. And, I'm like, okay. They're talking about this one particular doctor, Dr. Delisa Hernandez. she starts talking about how she knows how to cure herpes. So I'm like, what? So I go find the show, listening to it. She actually puts her number on the show. So I called her, and she gives me this whole laundry list of things you need to use to be able to get rid of herpes. I went out every month. I must have spent $130 on these pills. It's like not necessarily holistic. What do they call that if you're not going to the actual doctor? The scientist.
Urgent care? Like, I don't know where you're
Anyway,
going with it.
so it's a bunch of vitamins and herbal herbalists, yes. So I buy all these things, right? So it's like maybe 3 months. I'm still not.
Wow, you're
Yes.
still taking it.
Yes, but mind you, I was healthy as fuck.
But what did the doctor say? Because
Hold on, I'm getting there. Didn't go yet. So the thing is, I'm taking all these vitamins. Like, I was healthy as hell. Like, you couldn't nobody tell me nothing. Like, I was like a young boy at this point. But at that point, I think I was only 27, right? So anyway, long story short, I'm cleaning up my room. I come across this damn letter again, talking about contact the doctor immediately. I'm like,
immediately he waits 3 months.
Right. Right. Like I said, I want ignorant man mode. So anyway, I finally go to the doctor. Fuck it, let me go. Now, mind you, one of the things that this Dr. Julissa Hernandez subscribed was like some kind of olive oil to rub on your yeah. Now the joint stank like crazy. Like it was funky. And mind you, it was the summertime I'm using it.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
So you can only imagine it was easy for me to get seats on the train every day. I was like, whatever. So I finally go to the doctor, and I tell the doctor my situation, and the doctor tells me, have you had any break-ins? I said, no. All right, we'll run the test, but you do understand, if you had chickenpox as a kid, it will show up as stage 1. Like stage 1. Now, I didn't question it. I went home and I checked it out, and this was true. Chickenpox is a form of herpes, right? So, mind you, at this point, me and my ex, we broke up, right? Now, mind you, she had this information and never called me to tell me that she didn't have herpes. All this time, I thought I had herpes. Come to find out, I never had herpes. So this whole...
But you have the chickenpox.
Of course, as a kid.
I never got it.
Oh, wow.
You never got it?
You need to be careful.
How do you not have it? Yeah.
You need to be careful. But like I said, I thought I had herpes for the longest.
You might be immune to it. I've hung out with a kid trying to catch it that had chickenpox and couldn't catch it.
You might be
Oh shit.
You might be the
exception to the rule.
Yeah. You know, but like I said, I thought I had it. Now mind you, I went on a trip with my homeboys to one of those hood ski trips. And that whole trip I was depressed. Chicks was throwing it at me. Like we were at a pajama party.
And he was like, no, I'll go back to the room.
Not even just that. We had a pajama party, and yo, this nice joint started, like, you know, backing it up on me and whatnot, and I'm pushing away because I'm thinking, I'm not trying to get it. Yeah, I'm like, chill. And then there was this other joint we called the Thugnificent. Chick was hood as hell, hard. Anyway,
I bet you her would have been fire.
Probably, but I wasn't going for it, and she was pissed off because of it. You know, she even climbed in the bed with me. I was like, nah, I can't do it. Like, the chick even let me watch her take a shower. Like, it was crazy. I just had to turn it away. But long story short, when I got back Monday, went to the doctor told me, nah, you good, you ain't got nothing. Yo, I called my ex-girlfriend up, and that's when she told me, oh, I'm good, and I cursed her the fuck out.
Should have told them chicks, like, yo.
I didn't take any numbers.
This nigga scared.
Yo, I thought my life was over. I really thought my life was over from.
But you can't, because you know why? They had back in the day, from the 90s. They had what is it? You remember back in the days? I have to have herpes. I don't.
So you wanted me to take Valtrex?
I'm not saying I wanted you to, but you could have, or any other alternative, and then you could have passed. I'm not saying that everything is great, but you could have had, unprotected sex, had a baby, conceived, and you would not pass it on to your significant other.
What you could have did. What you could have did. Turn out the lights after you eating the box, put on the fake one. Just start ramming us, you won't even know.
This nigga talking about rape.
This motherfucker talking some Jerry Springer.
Oh, no. I mean, you put on a dildo, strap on, and just ram her.
Yeah.
What satisfaction would that be for him?
I mean, she gets off, and then he just jerks off and act like he pulled out.
That's too much effort to jerk off. Then you just ate some pussy and can't fuck it. Nah. No.
But these chicks will be like, hey, what you doing later? And you know you clear, you get to do it again.
So you gonna eat some pussy just in case?
And that, people, is Journey in the Mind of Mr. Everything.
Exactly. What?
It's the long game. It's the long game.
Okay.
It's the long game. You don't turn it down. Try to work around it. You know what I mean?
All right. So this man instructed me how to work around herpes, even though I don't have herpes, people.
Wait, how to rape a bitch and work around her?
No,
let's not call it rape, because that takes it to a whole different.
No, they was throwing it at him.
It's a lie.
I mean, if the chick is in a consensual situation and you use a dildo on her, that makes it rape.
Okay, sure.
Exactly. You need to rethink your words as the woman on this show, because you're bugging right now. What the fuck?
No, because you know what? At first I thought he said,
No, I was talking about the chicks that was throwing it at him.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's where I was at with it.
Oh, okay, forget it. Because
The
when
chick
he was
that
like,
was
it just
You
started
on some next shit. Please just drink up.
Turn off the lights so she won't know it's a dildo.
See, I thought he was saying turn off the light and just ram her, and I'm like, wait, what?
Fuck?
I didn't realize that he was saying.
But he's talking about a consensual situation.
Yeah, turn off the lights so she don't know it's a strap on.
Okay, we're gonna have to edit that out.
What?
No,
Oh, my sister. Ain't nobody editing this shit. The fuck out of
I
here.
didn't mean it, and I apologize every night.
Shit. Yo, you on some next level shit.
Exactly. What's in that?
Oh, she got that prison toilet wine over there. Some shit. I don't know what's going on. Cause this chick is bugging. You know what? This chick is ill. What the fuck?
But y'all have the craziest stories because
I'm sure you have some stories, but you're being shy and coy about
I'm
shit.
not shy at all. Come on, we just talking about.
like shit.
No. No.
So wait, you mean to tell me you never had a slip up? You never had a situation where a dude busting you or accidentally?
I was going to say that for the most part, I've had a few, one or two slip-ups where I was worried about, but it was never like STD. I'm like, I never was in
okay, but we need to be talking about
okay,
mishaps.
Okay.
Yes.
So.
Were you not paying attention to the
No,
show?
of course. I'm just saying because it just sounds so.
Where are you at right
Listen,
now? Let's talk about
She got her head done. Now she's not even paying
Not even.
braids are too tight. Braids are too tight.
Whatever. All I was going to say was, like, I had to think about it. I think once or twice I thought I was like, oh my God, I feel my breasts, they might hurt, but I'm a regular. So if I don't get it after 4 weeks, it's okay because I'm a regular. But then when I was younger, it's like, oh my God, it's not coming. Oh my God, is this a situation? I feel my breast. Is it coming? Is it a situation? But it's not.
That's how you talk to yourself?
Well, when I'm thinking.
In that voice?
Well, hold on. Didn't you just call me Taylor Swift earlier today at the bar?
Was it? Well,
a brewery.
It might have been.
Okay, so.
I know. I heard him say that in the elevator.
Yeah. I think I said it times that I can count. I don't know. You have your moments.
Yeah, I do have
underneath
my
your
blonde
braids is a blonde wig.
Yeah, I do have my
I
blonde
like to
chick
think.
moments, but whatever. Like rape. That was a blonde chick moment.
Yeah.
That was just hard.
I'm like, why are we constantly?
Words. You about to send an email?
Yeah, like she gonna contact HR. We have HR, by the way.
I should be a job.
Nah, we all
Yeah.
fucked up.
Exactly, and
No.
you probably are the last person to be HR.
I'm
in
probably
this
the best.
situation.
I'm already a manager. I need to be.
Yo,
We're talking about rape,
Come on now.
if you're HR, we're done with.
Not at all. Not at
you
all.
know?
Say a lot of stuff.
We all hold on. From this show, last show, edited show, we have plenty of times where I've given some inappropriate conversation. I have partaken.
Yeah, but we gotta force you. We gotta rape your.
No, that ain't true. That's not true. That is not true. Hold on.
Just to get it out of you.
No, that is so not true. That's not true.
I'm saying though.
I was the one who was like, okay, my crazy sexual story was X, Y, and Z. Was I not? Yes. Okay, I'll take that back.
I can't. You know what? Ain't nobody remembering that far back. It's like you bringing up. She over there bringing up old shit.
He's
Yeah?
bringing up that I do this all the time.
Oh, you just came at us hard like a rape, like boom,
Word. Like,
stamped.
shit. Like you done fucked up the whole topic with this whole rape shit. Like goddamn. I thought rape culture was coming to an end, but obviously not.
Rape culture will never.
I'm sure with people like you roaming the
No,
streets.
not like me.
fuck.
Not like me. No, it has nothing to do with me.
So
I'm
do
the
you-
one who said that. Bill
do you
Cosby
think-
innocent.
You can rape a man.
And Weinstein.
Okay, so all right. To what every night is saying, do you think a woman can rape a man?
No.
No.
Nope.
That's bullshit.
Nope.
If I don't
I
want
mean-
it, I don't
That's
want it.
bullshit.
No means no.
Then
Exactly.
you shouldn't get hard.
Listen, that's bullshit because a woman can get a man drunk while the man's passed out, perform oral on him, get his penis hard, and then ride him.
And as soon as he wakes up, he's gonna be like, ooh, and then it'll be like, phew.
So then it's not rape.
Ooh.
No.
It'll be
No, it'll
like,
be like, phew.
No,
no,
that
it'll
is
be
rape.
like, oh yeah.
So wait, hold on. Let's get into this.
Mhm.
So you mean to tell me one thing is different from the other? If someone is under the influence and then the person who's not is taking advantage of that person, right? So if it's
No,
a man,
because I feel
it's
like
not
most-
rape, but if it's a woman, it's rape.
I feel like most men wake up like, alright, fuck it.
No, but what
Nah,
And then-
what does that got to do? What does that got to do?
That are like,
Hold on. What does that got to do with the question that I just posed? You didn't. You actually danced around the question that I just put out there. And that
Yes, I mean,
I'm not letting you get away with
are
that.
women really raping men out here?
yes.
Yes, they are. Women are doing this and they're trapping men because they're getting pregnant by them.
No, I feel like,
You feel like your feelings.
I don't
your
believe
feelings
it.
don't really have a.
I know, I
place
don't
in this.
believe
You
that.
don't believe?
that too many women, if they're, I don't think
Really?
a woman is gonna rape a man to get
Really?
pregnant. Unless they're like celebrities or something. I'm not going to Joe Schmo to rape him to have Joe Schmo's baby.
Yeah,
I don't believe it. I don't
Sometimes
believe
Joe
it.
Smos be well enough.
exactly. A rich man can get
They
caught up.
don't have to be
Oh, the
celebrities.
nice guys that we were talking about earlier today?
Like, matter of fact, he could be a stand-up guy doing right by his wife,
Mm-hmm.
family.
Yep.
And this chick
Sees this.
sees potential in
That
him.
married man shouldn't be in a situation where he's
No,
getting
he,
blasted.
You hanging out with your friends.
if you hanging out with
Then
your
why do friends leave him?
If dudes see
I
another
mean-
dude engaging with a chick, they tend to mind their business half the time.
Well, no, this could be a coworker, and this could be a coworker.
Right.
type
Okay.
thing.
Okay, women rape men.
Women do. Listen, and then on top of that, right, there was a situation, I want to say maybe 10, 11 years ago, where there was a group of, let's call them roughneck chicks, right? All right, we'll just keep it real. Butch women.
Mhm.
And they were actually going around and ganging up on men in Lower Manhattan and actually raping these dudes anally with bottles.
Different.
Well, rape is rape.
I'm thinking you
That's
mean.
the hard rape.
Okay,
Oh,
that's
Rape is rape.
inappropriate. That's sodomy at that point.
But it's still rape.
Yeah, well, yes, definitely.
Exactly.
Definitely that.
So yes, women can rape men.
But okay, of course. Okay, well, if we're talking about that, then of course that's what then yes, I agree.
Yeah.
But I'm
You know what?
talking
No,
about
this is an educational.
But there are
segment
times
for you.
it could be times
Yes,
where
it
they
is.
hold him down and just start sucking his dick or just
Right. These things happen.
yeah.
Maybe not in your world,
Yeah, not in my world.
but these things do happen.
And there are stand up guys that's like, yo, cut this shit out. I'm married. And
And if it's if it happening, it's happened. Guess what? These things don't always go reported because how does it sound a man?
A man
growing
saying,
up?
I got raped.
I got
Yeah.
raped by
So I agree with
this
that.
chick have a baby,
Exactly.
and then he's gonna be like, hey, she raped me. You gonna believe that? As the wife?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that would have been addressed before the baby came.
All I gotta say is just say sorry.
Sorry that there's some sensitive, soft-ass motherfuckers out there. That is hard.
She is full of shit. You're so full of shit. You know what? You women complain about the double standard, but being that we're talking about
I
the
don't
standard
think
that exists
Hold
that
on.
gets
You talking me?
ignored.
What about us two?
Oh, hit me with that. Hey.
This man is deep. Pause if anybody's taking it the other way.
That's about
But
it.
this man took it to another level, and I'm gonna run with that.
Now hold
If
on.
it's about me too, what about
Hashtag
us too?
I don't believe the
Us
Me Too.
too,
Hold on. I
yes.
don't believe the Me Too.
You know what?
For some of these.
We're gonna add that to our pictures for now.
Hold on.
Us too.
I'm gonna get t-shirts. Gonna get t-shirts made.
Yeah.
I don't believe that though. I don't believe. And okay, I don't know what's going on with the Hollywood thing. I do believe that he said, I want this for that. You know what I mean?
So wait, you don't think that
I do
women
believe in
in
Hollywood.
power do not use their power to take advantage
Yes, I
of
just
men?
said I believe that. However, women, but you see, that's a decision
Decision.
for the women. If that's posed, then the answer's gonna be
I
fuck
was
it.
about to
'Cause I
say
have
you
too
sound
much-
real Kanye West right now.
No,
talking
no,
about
no.
this decision.
No, I'm just saying. No. I'm saying it's a decision of the women because you chose to not, respect yourself. You chose, fuck it, I'm gonna do just so that I can, I don't know, get the script. That's
But
stupid.
Wait. But what side are you talking about?
I'm kind of on. I don't want to.
So wait,
on
you're saying
Weinstein's
you're talking
side.
about? Okay, so now you're talking about Weinstein. I was interpreting what you were talking about. Well, actually,
He's
when
talking
I
about
threw it out there, I was talking about women of power.
Oh, I know. I could see a woman doing that. I would never do that, but.
So
I
you
could
wouldn't
see
consider that a form of rape?
You got me.
Because even the movie,
I got you.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
they even did it in what's that movie?
No. I don't believe it's rape.
You don't believe it's
Because
rape?
just like I don't believe it for the man, then the guy made a decision to fucking go along with it.
Ooh.
When you could have said no, just stay where you're at. Because, like, I've been in a situation, not necessarily in a rape situation or a fucking type of situation, where I had to, like, you want to get here? Do this. And
But
it would have been
you-
shitting on somebody or whatever like that. I pride myself on being a stand, and you know me, I'm up in management. I'm the type of person I pride myself on being a decent person, an ethical person,
Mhm.
and a fair person, and I won't shit on you. You know what I'm saying? Like I won't shit. Like if we a team, like right now we a team. You know what I'm saying? I will never cut someone's throat. I
Okay.
just can't see myself.
But
So I'm not gonna make a
you do
decision to
understand
fuck.
that
I'll just stay where I'm
a
at.
high
That's what
percentage of rape has to do with overpowering.
Yeah,
You do
movie.
know it's about power. It's not necessarily about the act
I
of
do know
sex.
that.
So back to what I was saying, a woman of power using her power to take advantage of a man. That's not considered rape to you?
I just said yes. You're right. But
But
then,
you just-
but then
you
it's
just
you're
tried
right,
to
right,
dispute
right,
it.
You're right because I feel like the man said no. Don't get that raise. Fuck it.
But you seen that movie, Horrible Bosses?
Exactly.
Yeah.
She was
Yeah,
definitely trying.
She was.
I didn't see
She
the
was
movie.
rapey.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't see the movie. I just remember it with Jennifer Anderson.
Yeah, she
and
was
Right.
forced.
all of
She
them.
was. Yeah,
She was forcing herself, but they
But
could be
he-
like, fuck you, bitch.
He kept denying it, but she was really trying to get it on him.
And then he finally got rid of it. And he gave in. Why? Did he want to raise?
No, he didn't give in.
Did he want to raise? Did she actually fuck him?
He avoided her.
Hey, you see what I mean? She avoided her. He
Yeah,
avoided
but
her. So no.
Yeah, but not every man has that option.
Yeah.
You know, especially if your life's in this person's hands, you feel like you don't have any other option but to do it.
And
a lot of times,
then blow the whistle. You create a paper trail.
And then what?
You blow a paper trail. Always have a paper
It's
trail.
like a fucking pump.
Right.
You could be a punk, and that bitch would be unemployed.
Okay, and what do you think is going to happen to that man that blew the whistle?
Nothing.
You think everybody who's friends with that powerful woman is going to want to fuck with that man?
Who cares?
Who cares?
He'll still
If
have a
he's an
job.
actor,
Same thing for me. I still have a job.
okay,
Don't give a fuck.
but this is you. I'm talking about an actor
But
in
I feel
Hollywood,
like people.
which is a closed situation.
No.
and people
Hold on. But then,
blackball each
you
other.
see, that's the thing. Being in Hollywood, that's different from actually like an office environment where we have to deal, and I'm already getting the checks, and we're already in some sort of system. Hollywood is like, I want the script. Do I have to fuck you for the script? And if Harvey Weinstein said, "Yeah, you gotta fuck me for the script," fuck it, I won't take the script then.
I don't think
That's
things
not it.
went like
I mean,
that.
I know, of course, it doesn't. It's not
Alright,
that.
but
It's not that
there's
thing.
also
But
a
if she could
certain-
just be like, "Nah, you know what? I'm
There's
done."
also a circle because he could be like, hey,
Don't
she
fuck
ain't
with
tryna-
that bitch.
yeah.
Exactly, and that's the point that I'm driving home. If
I
he
think-
blows the whistle on powerful female executive in Hollywood, okay, she's unemployed, but for how long? And who's gonna really feel it on that situation?
But you know what?
Him, not her.
You know what? I'm gonna get so much backlash for me.
Of course you are. Of course you are.
That's
You-
what happened with
but you know what? I give
Corey
you credit
Feldman.
for being objective.
Yeah, because you just never know. Because at the same time, and I know it's fucked up, and like I said, I know it's fucked up, and I know people do that and have gone for it because it's probably an easier route. But at the same time, I just feel like fuck it, then it's not for me. I just have too much stand-up morals for shit like that. So it's like, okay, so then that's just not for me.
I mean, I
Okay,
get it.
perfect example. Damn, I can't forget it.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I can't. When I was doing this for a while, and then I got out of it.
Doing this was
TV,
this.
when I was in TV for a while, like
Okay, when
you
you're
know,
in media.
doing what, yeah, and yeah, I could have kissed ass to stay. But
Why
I
did you
didn't.
leave?
Well, the one thing I got fired from one
Oh, you got fired.
job. No, but I went right back in. Didn't miss a beat. But then it wasn't. For me, it's for my. I have a pride. I have too much pride. So
So
it's
you
okay.
let your pride get ahead of you.
No. I'm a proud person, and I'm proud about doing the right thing.
Okay.
So it's like, okay, so this isn't. Look, this wasn't
Just
for
speak
me.
your mind. Why
It
did
worked.
you get fired?
No,
What happened?
I can't really think. Got into it with the wrong person,
Okay.
the wrong connected person. So anyway, my point is.
So did you get blacklisted from that?
Well, but hold
situation?
on. But guess what? I feel like, okay, but hold on. I just told you I still didn't miss a beat. Number one, and number two. Then guess what? Then that's not for me because guess what? That's going to be the way it is throughout most of
So
the
why
career.
didn't you stay in television?
This just became more lucrative to me. I just kind of fell into this, and this became my passion. Look, I bought a house. I make a lot of money, and at a
Okay.
young age.
I mean, you do know at the top of the show you say you didn't make any money, right?
Word.
Oh
Yeah, you
yes,
did.
yes, I'm for.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm for. What am I talking about?
Oh
So
my
you-
god! I mean, what size is that shoe that's in your mouth right now? Yeah, good. Drink up, drink. Go. Anyway, so any more mishaps? Since I just want to get this back on the track because
yeah.
I mean this was an interesting turn, if I must say.
Yeah.
You know, because I like you, like me, we do believe that men can be raped. Society tends to shun this, and as you said, hashtag
Us too.
exactly.
And know what's crazy? Because Corey Feldman is going through.
Oh yes.
Who?
The Corys. You don't remember the Corys?
Oh
from the
yeah,
80s?
yeah.
Yeah, so
Oh,
he's
yeah.
coming out with
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he's coming out with his stuff about.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
been
Yeah.
saying that, which caught me off guard because I was like, God damn it, he was talking
So
about.
he's saying that damn near all child stars.
Yeah, I have been going through that, but Drew Barrymore said that as well. There's a couple of people who came out with that. Corey Feldman, he's been talking about that shit for like a decade. So
And for him
that's
to
not
be
good.
a boy,
Mm-hmm.
is like,
Mhm.
damn.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Not to say that gender how can I say makes it any better as far as
Yeah.
rape goes. But rape is rape,
Yeah.
regardless.
They just not caring. They just, yo,
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah.
And it's worse when you're talking about a child, though.
Right. I mean, I read an article where they said that children in Hollywood are used as bargaining chips, and you know, the more and more the time goes on, it's like I'm truly believing this. Easy. I mean, this world is crazy.
Yeah, this is why a lot of child stars are not adult stars. Because they
Yeah.
tend to see what's going on. It's like, well,
Or the ones that stayed the course, fucked up.
yeah, Macaulay Culkin.
Oh yeah.
He's a mess. Even his sisters, the two twins, Erica and Ashley.
Those are not his sisters.
Oh,
but you said the sisters.
Oh, those sisters. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they're a fucking mess.
Them, Orlando Brown.
Oh, he is one. But Raven is even a little nutty himself.
Like what's up? Like what the fuck? But
Hold on. You know what? I want to take that back. No, you know what? You're
I'm
right.
trying to retract statements.
I am trying to. It's not that I'm
Are you trying to clean it up?
I am trying to clean it up, and I was like, well,
Okay.
people can't be.
You know what?
upset.
Let's
Hold
give
on.
her the floor. Let's give her the floor. Go ahead.
People can't be as upset with me because Oprah Winfrey stood by Weinstein too, and then I was like, oh wait, let me pull that back because that didn't go so well for her either.
So what's the point you're trying to make right now?
I was trying to, and then I realized that was going nowhere.
Yeah, that was a dead.
Yeah.
What are you trying to clean up and retract?
About men being
But you
raped.
see how she put the soft voice on so she could sound more.
Yeah, she tried to be sexy for a quick second.
No, not sexy. More so. Not sexy.
That's like batting her eyelashes. Blink, blink.
No, that's me putting the customer service voice on to appeal to the. Okay, so I apologize.
I mean, you do know that everybody that's the whole Rat Pack tribe knows that you're lying. So you're good. You're good. I mean, but you did fuck up. But it's alright.
I apologize, man. I apologize.
Exactly. Like, listen, just like we need to learn how to be sensitive to you guys,
Yeah.
it's a two-way street. It's not a
I
one-way
know.
street. And women tend to forget that. But you know what? That's another topic. The
Mhm.
one-way street of relationships. And we're going to save that for another day. But we're going to close out this show because I think we hit a pretty good stride.
Yeah, word.
So we're going to close out the show like we, this is going to be the start of our new tradition of I guess, outroing the show.
Boom.
With that being said, as I'm trying to give her the runway to jump up and say something, but she's just sitting here and But you know what?
I'm anticipating the shot, and I'm like bracing myself.
Well, what do you have?
I just left the country. I
Right.
just returned with a little present for you.
Yes.
See?
Let's see what I have.
Once again, please like, share, and subscribe. Join the tribe. It only makes the show better.
Bam!
Yeah, we're not taking shots at that.
Oh man, I thought it was.
What the? What is this?
Yeah, that's that Toro from Puerto Rico.
Mm-hmm.
Those things tend to taste terrible.
You're the one who wanted it. You wanted the dipper in.
But I told you that they're just gonna be ornamental pieces. Yeah.
Watch something else.
Well, I appreciate it. It's a nice,
Tasty though, ain't hot.
yeah, it's a nice looking piece. Trust me, I cracked open one of the bottles and I drank some and it was horrible. So,
Then why did you ask for it again?
because it's a nice ornamental piece, doesn't it not look nice?
No, you were drinking it before. Remember when we were at
Yeah, but I didn't know better. So, with that being said, we're gonna take. You know what? Nah, you're drinking.
Yes.
We're gonna do Fireball.
No, I can't do fireball. I can't do fireball.
I can't do five.
I can't do fireball. I can't. It was done. Party
Show done.
done.
All right. Well, then Remy,
Oh God. Can I do pretty model?
We got
is this
some-
not a pretty bottle?
No.
We got some Remy situations.
Hey. I'm not gonna fill it all the way to the top because it's a Mexican shot glass.
No, give me
I just-
give me a little bit.
What you mean, is a double?
No, give me a little. Yes, that's a good
It's like a
shot.
double and a half.
Gosh, that's it. Stop. The wrist keep going. Or some I don't. Why are we doing this to me? Why?
So would that be rape? Being that you said stop? No.
Word.
You raped my cup.
Shit, we should have done Alan.
Hold on.
For the metro.
There you go.
I'm gonna pour some into yours.
No.
Yes.
No.
Come on, a little bit.
No, my G. Don't disrespect the liquor.
Wait,
No, I'm not. I don't want to. That's why I said come
No,
on.
because you trying to take advantage of me when you drive me.
Oh my Lord, have mercy, Jesus
You
Christ.
trying to take advantage of your shot glass.
No.
Yeah, I am looking kind of spiffy today. I mean,
There you go. Alright.
I can't. Oh Lord.
So, phrase it up. And we need to have a like
Slogan.
a
Some sort of
something like when they say Bionics on or some shit.
I was thinking Avengers Hold.
Rat Pack holes.
Rat Pack Holds.
There we go.
Wait, but then that video is what? No.
Hey, you called yourself a hoe. I
I'm
was
just
just
saying
saying
the
we
only
all.
female here. That's how it will be. That's how
You
it
do
will.
know men can be hoes too, right?
I know, but people are going to just automatically think the woman like, oh, I can't.
All right.
No.
We you know what? We'll work on it. Let's just clank it up,
Lord have mercy.
and we got a lot to work on.
Okay, I love you guys.
There you go. Tasty. And she's gonna chase it with some Bumble and apple juice. Make yourself fun. Well, with that, I am introverted, perverted youngin' J-Steed,
With the problem solver. It's every night.
and she is.
Robyn Stern.
That was Rat Pack Media. Good night. And once again, don't be afraid. Like, share, subscribe, join the tribe, and also join the show in the comments. We will be reading the comments and we will be responding at some point. Shoot, we might make a whole show about comments
Yeah, we might start doing live soon.
at some point. Good night.